Hey everyone, happy Wednesday night and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada, and I'm excited to be with you tonight. Oh my god, first of all, I cannot believe it's already Wednesday and that we are like in the first week of August. Where did those times go? Popping on just a few minutes after 7, I kept hitting the start button, but it wasn't bright, it was dark, and oh my gosh, it was just kind of a little bit of craziness happening right now. But if you're here, say hi. So today is Wednesday, August 5th. So if you're watching me live, you're going to find that red live button up top. And if you're watching me on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. Maybe you found me over on my blog. Maybe you found me off YouTube. Welcome to the Stamp with Anne community. I want to say welcome to my happy place, aka my stamp room. This is where you will find me majority of the day as I work this little business that I have. I love coming in here. I love spending time. It's kind of just like my place where I relax. But most of all, I just love it because it truly does make me happy. And right now, I feel like we need to do whatever we can to make us happy in this busy world. I had lunch with my friend today and we were talking about just how busy it was. Like, it seems like, I was like, it didn't feel like this at Christmas. Like all of a sudden it's just busy. Like it just, everyone I talk to, they're like, I'm busy. I have this on. Like I'm booked for every weekend. I'm like, I don't know where the time is going. And I truly agree. And I've heard them people say like, as you get older, time goes faster. So I don't know. Found myself here on Facebook. Let me share it to my group. So welcome. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Stamp with Anne community. As I said, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And each week I pick a product of the week, whether it's from our annual catalog online, and I come on 3 times a week and share with you some projects. I show you a scrapbook page, I show you some cards. Because I truly believe when you see things, it inspires you to get into your craft room. But it also might be like, oh, I never would have thought to use those colors together. Or wow, I really like that technique. It truly is, and sometimes seeing product, right? Like you can look through a catalog and you'll be like, oh, that's nice paper. But do you actually see the paper in person or on a video? It truly looks different. So I'm excited to this week. We are showcasing a bundle, but before we do that, I keep forgetting to do this. Do you have your candy or chocolate ready? Maybe you're sipping on a coffee or a tea. Maybe you're on your deck or you're watching while you're getting ready to, relax for the night. Whatever you're doing, I hope it brings you joy. I filled up on some Lindors. I needed to switch out some candy. I really do like these. They're really good. I would love to know, do you snack while you're crafting and what do you snack on? Me, it's chocolate. Chocolate and candy. More chocolate than anything. I'm a huge chocolate lover. Anything with like caramel, like I love chocolate with nuts, like anything like that. I like chocolate covered cherries, but I'm not like chocolate covered like strawberries, but not like creams in the center. Not yet. All right, let's jump into what we're showcasing today. So if you're here, say hi. Please let me know. Talk with me, chat with me. It's like you're sitting in my craft room. We're talking life, we're creating, we're eating chocolate. We're just really having a good time and laughing the night away. And I'm sure that's what we'll be doing, as I'm sure there'll be some type of blooper or mistake that I will do. It always happens on camera. So this week, I am showcasing the Scenic Adventure Bundle, which is a beautiful bundle. I'll show you the dies when we flip. I saw this way back in March on stage in Raleigh, North Carolina. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. My daughter is a hiker. She loves hiking the mountains and has hiked many mountains around the globe. And I have to think, man, I would love to do that. I don't know, but I think it'd be scary at the same time. But at the same time, I think like sometimes she'll FaceTime me when she's up there and the view is beautiful. So definitely think that's something that I would love to do on my bucket list. But anyways, I'm going to show you some cards. So tonight we're going to create a card. And then I'm going to share some other cards with you. I've done a scrapbook page. I've already loaded that up on my YouTube channel and on my on my blog, so you could go check that out. So let's flip the camera and let's get started. You are going to see, I'm going to flip you, you're going to see my blinds, and then I'm going to flip you up. And then I hope I should look pretty straight. I think I've got my setup where I like it. you know, you're always learning as you go, and I kind of was watching some of my videos and realized I was almost too close for you guys. So I really like this because it kind of gives you that full view. You can see everything. So yeah, we're getting there. Each week we're improving, which I love. I'm always bettering my best. So as I said, this is a Scenic Adventure Bundle. It is a photo Palmer stamp set, and I feel this can be used for many different occasions, and I'm going to share with you. Can't wait to see you again. You can send that to a card to a friend that you haven't seen in a while, and maybe you just want to let them know you're thinking. You're amazing can be used for any occasion. Let the journey begin. Let the venture begin. Those can be for graduation, retirement. Maybe your child or someone you know is going on an adventure and you want to wish them luck. Just breathe and take it slow. I think you can send that card to anybody. Maybe you do yoga and you want to give a card to your yoga teacher. And cheers to another. That can be a birthday card. That can be anything, like an anniversary, totally for that nature-loving person. Then you have your basic nature. So there's lots you can do this. You can use it for nature. You can use it for masculine. You can use it for travel. You can use it for encouragement cards. There's so much you can do with this stamp set. So really, truly, I really have to start, lately I've been really looking more at like the verses in there. Sometimes I like the sayings more than I like the images, but I truly, truly like this one. And I have said this will be one that I will hold on to. I won't get rid of. So you can buy just the stamp set, or you can buy the dies. The dies, there's 11 in the die set. And I'll showcase this throughout the night, but I'll also be showing you some samples. So like these are your mountains, this is your water, you got your flowers, you got your little campfire, you got your trees, this is a tree line, you got your stars and moon. And I feel like this one here is like, so imagine you're standing on the lake and you're by the shore and you have that little grass near the shore. That's what I feel this is. So that is the Scenic Adventure Bundle. Every week when I sit down, I like to pair it with some type of designer series paper. So I focused on the Country Woods. This was a paper pack that carried over from last year's annual catalog, and I absolutely love it. It's great for your nautical and perfect for your nature-loving projects. I love the colors in it. It's got some really nice, I'll just bring that up so you guys can see it, but it truly is. It's one of those versatile packs that you can use on a lot of different projects. So this is a great one. Your colors in it are basic beige, basic gray, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, misty moonlight, pecan pie, petal pie, pool party, smoky slate, and wild wheat. So this one and this one is my favorite, and this one pairs beautifully with that new Secret Sea in color, which is on sale. I'll talk to you about those while we get crafting. Okay, so I wanted to show you, just in case you wanted to write down the numbers. So here is our product of the week that we're focusing on. There is the Scenic Adventure Bundle number in case you're interested in adding this to your collection. And there is the Country Woods Designer Series paper number. And you can go right here. This is my online store. Or you can click my blog, which is www.stampwithan, and you can click shop now. So that is our product of the week. And then I had a few requests to go back. So I'm going back to my card classes to go, which is my way of saying thank you to placing an order during the week. So any orders of 50 or more before shipping and taxes, and any rewards taking off during the week from August 4th to 10th, I'm going to send you the card kit. Basically, you're going to get all the stuff you need to create these cards. The only thing I can't do for you is stamp. That is per Stampin' Up policy, and I can only ship within Canada. So my international friends, if you really like these cards, watch. There will be a tutorial coming. You will get a PDF with all the measurements, the supplies, and detailed instructions. Plus, you're going to get all the supplies. So anything that is die cut, embossed, ribbon, embellishments, you will get all that. The only thing I wouldn't be able to do is stamp your greetings. You could either order the Scenic Adventure Bundle, which will definitely qualify you for the card kit, or you can use the stuff you have in your hand. Sometimes people just like the card ideas, and this is a great way to get different card ideas and samples for future projects. So make sure you place an order before August 10th. All right, so tonight, let's get started. We are creating a card that is actually a sketch. And I thought I printed the sketch, but I guess I didn't. But that's okay. I will put the sketch up with the video. So this is what we are making tonight. Actually, it was a sketch that my team member, Cindy, so I am the team leader of the Stamp to Create here in Canada. And I have team members who post every day in our group. And on Mondays we have, like, it's called Mojo Monday. So it's either a sketch challenge, a color challenge. And I believe this was one of the sketches. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to participate and create this card. I chose not to put any greetings on this because I thought this could be a great card to send to my daughter. She's away at school right now, and I just love sending her little encouragement cards in the mail just to help her, like, you know, each month just know we're thinking of her, we're proud of her, and that the countdown is on to when she comes home. I am going to show you how to make this card tonight. We're going to do a little bit of blending, a little bit of, like, I call it like splat. And yeah, so let's put that there. So we are using crumb cake as our base. Now all these measurements will be in that PDF. So if you're looking for the card measurements, you'll have to, you know, like place an order. Or if you're pretty good at placing, you know, you can figure it out. All right, so crumb cake is our base. That is one of the neutral colors. I really like it. I have 3 pieces of Early Espresso. Now this is the 2-tone cardstock of Early Espresso. One side is dark, so this is the dark. And I'm actually going to flip this just so you can see. I guess it doesn't really matter. So these are the dark and this is the light. Early Espresso. This reminds me of our old chocolate chip color. If you have been around with Stampin' Up! For a very long time, you might remember that color. I have been a demonstrator for 18 and a half years, and I loved that color. It would be nice if Stampin' Up! Brought that back, but you can really see the difference in those, what they look like. So these are our 2-tone cardstock, and I love it because it's really meant for, like, it's great for scrapbooking because A, it's light, but it's also meant you can tear it, you can sand it, you can rip it. There's a lot you can do with it. You can emboss. My favorite way is embossing it and using a sanding block, which I need to purchase. All right, I have 3 strips of that Country Woods Designer Series paper. This is my favorite pattern. I don't know, it reminds me of like a robin's egg, but it also reminds me of like maybe plank you would find along a beach shore. Just something about it. I really, really like that pattern. This is also a nice pattern too, for you know, just if you're creating some things. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these down. I love just the rustic look on it. I think that's, well, I might run out of adhesive here. I might have to go get some more, which I finally remembered to add to my shopping list. Crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and put these down. So now you remember, I always say don't adhere things to you, space them out, because you don't want to have to like keep ripping them up. So see, like I would have been too close. So just want to make sure I move over. I feel like I have to. And I feel like that is really nice. So let's just go ahead and put some tape down here. While I'm doing this, I wanted to remind you, if you are in the Stampin' Up! World or follow Stampin' Up!, you might have heard. And if not, I'm excited to share the news with you. There is a lot happening in the world of Stampin' Up! Right now. First of all, we have an in-color sale. So any of our in-colored products, select in-color products, are 15% off. There's a ribbons, there's designer series paper, there's stamp pads, there's ink, there's refills, there ink refills, there's Stampin' Blends, there's some craft, like some of our kit collections that are on sale. So there is a lot, and that sale is on until August 31st. We also have the last chance list, which was just updated. I wanted to let you know the last chance list is kind of, think about it like our old clearance rack, but it's Stampin' Up's way of putting items on, discontinuing them, and giving you one last chance to purchase them. Last chance list, aka clearance rack. That was just updated yesterday. The in-color sale started yesterday. We had 3 new kits released. One is called Bunch, Thanks a Bunch, Brighten Your Day, and there's a harvest garland, which is beautiful if you like that home decor. Also, if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, then you would have been able to pre-order from the new September to December catalog and our September online exclusive release, which let me tell you, are beautiful. And if that is something like you're like, hey, I want to get a sneak peek and I want to get things early and I want a discount and I want to be a part of community and I want to meet new friends, then that is telling me that you want to join the Stampin' Up! Family. I have, as I said, I'm the leader of the Stamp to Create team, and I have many ladies on my team. We have a lovely group. They're family to me, and I would say 98% of my team is what I call my happy stampers. They joined because they love the discount. They joined because they wanted to be a part of an amazing community. They have stayed because of the friendships, the ideas, the perks. So if that is something that you're interested in, please let me know. But if you want to build this as a more of a business, we can help you out with that too. All right, so we're gonna do some little bit of we're gonna do some die cutting, and then I'm gonna show you that. So I've already gone ahead and die cut the mountain, and I used this big die. And just a tip when you're using this, I would kind of go closer to the bottom of my cardstock, so that kind of gives me like that little bit of space. And then it creates all those cool. So that's your mountain. So we're just gonna put that over here because we're gonna use that in a minute. We're gonna do the green one. So I thought I would show you that. Let me just put that there. So I have actually changed my plates to make them nice and new. And we are going to create this green mountain now. And I am using this same die that I just did. So as I said, I'm just gonna kind of put it, I want my peak to make sure. We're gonna put that in. Oh my gosh, look at those clear plates. They're so nice and clean. So if you have any questions, and that's okay because we're just gonna kind of cut, I'm gonna trim off a little bit. If you have any questions about joining Stampin' Up, honestly, it is really, truly the best deal in town. Let me know if you are here in Canada and not working with a demonstrator. I'd be happy to help you. Also, if you're here in Canada and you would love to see a copy of our September, December 2025 mini catalog, let me know. I'm actually there's a link on my Facebook page, so if you just below this probably post, that you can request a catalog if you live here in Canada. All right, we are going to die cut. So I'm using that two-tone paper again. We're gonna die cut our little campfire. How cute is that campfire? And you know what? We're also gonna do, while we're at it, the little fire. So I'm using Early Espresso two-tone cardstock, and I'm using pumpkin pie cardstock. Okay, so there is, now, see how my die is stuck? I'm gonna give you a little tip. My best tool is the Take a Pick tool. I just have washi tape on it just to hold everything in place. See these little holes, just pop it out and it pops right out. So there is our fire, our logs. And here is, oh, that sun is like right in my eyes. It's just like, just coming down below the trees. It's okay, at least it's not in my face during the video time. And there is our adorable little campfire. So we're gonna put that over. Make sure you, like, these things are little. Make sure you put them away back on your sheets. You don't wanna have to lose those. Okay, so we got the mountain, we got to oh, we need trees. So let me find some Early Espresso here. I'm trying to see if I can find a little piece of that two-tone. Oh, here it goes. You can see the white core. All right, so there is that card two-tone. We're going to do our trees. So just like that. All right, look at those. So I think these trees would be adorable for anything, right? These would kind of make some cute Christmas trees. Green with a little bit of snow on them. Oh my gosh, how pretty would that be? Have you thought about Christmas yet? Someone said the other day there's like only so many weeks left. And I was like, no, don't say that. All right, we are going to do a little bit of blending. So I am actually going to move these projects out of my way just so I can show you what we're going to do. I'm going to bring in a piece of paper just so I have some room. All right, we are using Pool Party ink and we are going to use our blending brushes. These are our small blending brushes. We have small and large and they come in a pack of 3. I personally prefer the small. I find it a little more easier to hold in the hand, but I also, when I blend, I like to have like this finger like helps me. Where sometimes I find the big one is just a little awkward. So that's just a personal. And what I do is, here's a little tip. You can, so you could use Pool Party. You could wash this out, let it air dry, and then you could totally go to like a red. I like to have one, well, I don't have all colors, but I have the ones that I use the most, and I just put a little label on it so I know that that's always going to be my Pool Party. All right, so we're going to open up our Pool Party ink, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick it up. So we're just going to swirl it around. Now, you don't want to go dab on your project, because if you dab, you're going to get this big mark. That's not what we want. You can actually use this glass mat too. And I'm just going to do that. And then we're going to create our little bit of sky here. And now you really got to put those muscles in. Make it smooth, or you can make it as dark as you want. So I like to go light and then make it darker. So, you know, like you could be lighter and then darker up top. You can go in and fill some of those white spaces. Okay, so as you can see, I've done that. And then you can just keep going and adding as much as you want. It will smooth it out. I am going to leave this part white because we will be putting our mountains and stuff like that. So you're not really going to see that much of a difference. Like it's going to be covered. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. All right, we're going to do a little bit of flecking, and I call that, like, imagine you have a paintbrush in your hand and you want to take the paint and splat it on the wall. So you're going to dip your paintbrush in the paint. You're going to hold it in your hand and you're just going to like flick it so it goes on the wall. We're going to do that with our markers. So these are Stampin' Up markers. This one is basic black. And I think this is the old style. So you can see this one is more of like, you know, so you can do like, it's could be like a journaling pen. So you can write stamp with Anne. And then this one has a little bit more of a brush. This trick will like ruin your brushes. So I would be like, okay, this is the marker I'm only going to use for this until it dries out. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the marker in your right hand or left hand, whatever you are. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to hold it like that. I'm going to pull it down to my project, and what I'm going to do is take the right hand and I'm literally going to pull the ink down off my marker. So as I do that, do you see how I get that splat mark? And it might be hard, so you can see I'm like just flicking, and then I'm getting those little splat marks. So let me show you what that looks like. As you can see, that just adds that little bit of, it just kind of adds a little bit of detail to the back of your project and gives like a little bit of texture. But as I said, it will ruin the tip, so definitely use one of those markers just for that. All right, so let's piece our project together. Let me bring back in what we are creating. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our mountain down, and I'm just going to some tape, and we're gonna put our mountain down here. Just wanna make sure I have enough space. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go ahead and put down our other mountain. I'm just gonna come down a little bit there, okay? Now we are going to take our little fire and we're going to add a little glue dot. So I'm just gonna, here's the glue dot. I'm just gonna pick that up with a little bit. My poor puppy, he is like so tired. My friend Kitty was over today, and we were crafting and went out for lunch. So we came and went, and he definitely was, okay, we're gonna add that in a minute, and we're gonna add our trees in a minute. So he is definitely tired. Okay, so we're gonna take our scissors, and we're just going to slightly trim up against the edge. I spent some time this afternoon figuring out all my projects, like products I wanted to use for September and October, kind of like into December. Also thinking about like events and stuff like that. So I'm excited to showcase what I have coming up. All right, so we have done that. Let's go ahead and pop up our tree. So if you are in the London and surrounding areas and would love to attend some classes, make sure you sign up for my newsletter. That is the best way to find out what is happening in my studio. Plus, you're the first to find out what I do for product of the week. And then on Sundays, I give you a recap of what we've done in the week. So you'll get a recap of the videos and the different projects that I've made. So it's kind of like a little thing you can keep in your collection. I know I'm putting a lot of dots here. So I have used our dimensionals, and you can see that one. Let's just tuck that one back here. Maybe I'll just do that one this way. All right, so this is like my little garbage can. Pull this off. This set has been very popular amongst demonstrators and tons of ideas on Pinterest. So you can easily search Pinterest for some ideas, and you will find tons. We are going to pop up our little campfire. Sometimes, you know, maybe you see some ideas, but you're like, oh, I'm still not sure. So if you search for this, just type in Scenic Bundle, you will get lots of ideas. All right, doesn't that just like make you want to go to the mountains or like the forest and have a campfire? So, so nice. All right, let's bring in, uh-oh, where did my brown go? I don't think I cut a brown. Wow, that's just crazy. Let me see, let's grab a piece here. Let me see, what's the size of this? I don't know, maybe, I don't know if my paper, I'm sure my paper's not underneath. Just gonna cut us out a little piece here. I was thinking, did I use it for my trees? But no, I had to dig for that. So let's make sure that this is the right piece. Oh yes, that's perfect. Okay, so let's pop that down. Just like that. And now we're going to bring back in our card and we're going to put some pop-up. Okay, so here's a tip. Save the outer edge, because look, you can cut them into the pieces that you need and use them this way. You get way more out of your dimensionals if you do this. You can cut them as big or as small as you need. And we're going to bring that back in. Oops. All right, and there is our card for the evening. Let me showcase and show you what we've made. All right, so there is our mountain card, our campfire card, our let's escape to the mountains card. This one I think I might have just did a little bit of sanding. I have to get a new sanding paper. My sanding paper was like taking the color, like adding color to the paper, and I didn't need that, so I need to invest in the sanding block. But super cute. There is that card. As I said, I'm going to leave that. You could easily add this for a birthday card for someone who loves the nature. Maybe you're going to someone's cottage or camping with them and you just want to say a little thank you. This could be a great way to send that card to them. Or you know what would be fun? Even putting this with a pack of like ingredients, like stuff to make s'mores, and be like, let's have a campfire. Okay, so that is the card we made tonight. Let me show you some alternatives. This was the one I made yesterday on my Facebook Live during the day. So this one is already uploaded to YouTube and on my blog. This one I case right from the concept artist. So I love when I sit down, I always go see what the concept artists are making, and I usually case their card because I find it helps get the creative juices flowing. Then I always turn to sketches. I love sketches. I love doing puzzles in my spare time, and sketches to me is like a puzzle. It's just waiting to be solved, but with paper, stamp, and inks. So on this one, I actually use the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper. My trees, these are those trees, and there's that line. I stamped my water and stamped some clouds, and I said, just breathe and take it slow. I created this card. So this was actually a layout I've been using a couple times now. I did this one with the Jar of Joy stamp set. So these two papers here are from, I want to say, the Floral Impression paper. These are the low profile dots. I brought in that spotlight on nature and the stylish shapes. So my colors are Cloud Cover, Misty Moonlight, and Secret Sea. Okay, so Secret Sea and Cloud Cover are two of our 2025 in colors. They are my top favorite colors from that collection, along with Strawberry Slush. And there, all those products are on sale. So look how cute that is. Just a cute little Just Breathe card. You could give that to anybody. I was inspired by a card by my friend Lena. I love the layout, so I decided to switch it up. Once again, Misty Moonlight in Cloud Cover and that Secret Sea. I used the same paper here, brought in some Cloud Cover ribbon, low profile dots. Then I brought in the Crumb Cake, Secret Sea, and Balmy Blue in Cloud Cover. These birds are from the Sunrise Sailing stamp set. I just thought it kind of made it look fun with the birds. And I chose not to put any ingredients on this because I thought that way I would leave it so I could send it to my daughter as like an encouragement card, or I could send it to anybody, or I could add like, you know, inside. I also saw my cards at work, so a lot of my coworkers just like blank cards inside, so then they can write their own messages. But there is another way of showing you the Scenic Bundle. So that is our Facebooks for the week. I hope I've inspired you with this bundle. Maybe you haven't looked at it. Maybe I've changed your mind. Know that I truly believe it's a great bundle, and as I said, it's one that I will be keeping in my stash. I just love, love, love. If you have seen mountains up close, you know it's very majestic, whether you're seeing them from an airplane or hiking them up, but it's really, they are truly beautiful. Nature is just wonderful. So truly one that I will definitely keep. So let's do a recap, just in case you're scrolling and seeing my video. We use the Scenic Adventure Bundle and the Country Woods Designer Series paper for tonight's project. I kind of threw in some other paper, but these were like my focus for my cards and my scrapbook. You will find the Scenic Adventure Bundle online. So the easiest way is to go to my blog, click shop now. It takes you to my online store, and then click shop. And honestly, what I do is I type in the search Scenic Adventure. It'll come up. It'll show you all the stuff that's available with it. You can buy it as a stamp set, you can buy it as dies, or you can buy it as a bundle and save 10%. If you place an order in my online store between Monday, August 4th and August 10th, $50 before shipping and taxes, I will send you the projects to make these 4 cards. So what would that include? You're going to get all the card bases. You're going to get all the paper. You get all the die cuts. The only thing I wouldn't be able to do is give you these stamped images, but everything else is pretty much die cuts. So you could easily assemble and use your own greetings. And maybe you have water, or you could do something different there. And then you will get a PDF, and I will send it to you as my way of saying thank you for placing an order with me. And I can ship it anywhere here in Canada. So I'm excited. I love this stamp set. I truly think it's one of the top ones up there, but it definitely makes you want to escape to the mountains and enjoy some R&R and just some quality nature time. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. I will be back next Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. It's all going to depend on if my order arrives tomorrow with my product in it. What I wanted to do was back ordered, but I think it came in, so now I'll be ordering, and hopefully we'll do those in the next few weeks. So watch for my email on Monday morning if you're on my newsletters to tell you what we'll be focusing on for the week. Have a great rest of your night. Have a fabulous rest of your week, and stay safe. Enjoy your crafting time or me time, and just do something that makes you truly happy and rejuvenates your soul. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. Talk to you soon. Bye.